Hey, Sarah here with Fit Healthy Moms. I have a really important thing to talk to you about today. You maybe saw on Facebook, I recently posted and I asked if you were to buy dumbbells for your home gym or for your house, what's the heaviest weight you would buy? And I did this, it was kind of a test, but I wanted to see how many people were going to suggest lower weight of dumbbells versus higher weights of dumbbells. And I have to say, I was so impressed because a number of people said I would buy 25s and 30s, and I think someone even said 40-pound dumbbells, which is really amazing and shows that we have come a really long way in understanding the benefit of heavy strength training. Now, that's not to say that everyone should be buying 40-pound dumbbells for their house, because that would not be safe for everyone. But what I was expecting to see on this Facebook post, and what I did see a little bit of, was people saying, oh, well, I would buy 10-pound dumbbells because I always want to keep my reps higher and my weight lower so that I'm toning and not bulking up. And that's what I was really hoping to see someone post. So I wanted to thank Stephanie, because that's who posted that. And Stephanie, you fell into my trap a little bit, which was not fair of me to set at all, but it creates a great learning opportunity for everyone. So here's the deal. If you only lift lighter weight dumbbells that you can lift 20, 30 reps with, you will never lose the body fat that you're looking to lose, and you will never build the muscle strength that you want to build in order to lose that body fat. In order to lose body fat, you have to build muscle mass, and that doesn't mean you have to get bulky at all. But your muscles, they're made of little teeny tiny fibers, and those fibers, you have to build them up enough to burn the muscle mass or to burn the body fat that's on top of them. So if you look at a cadaver, underneath any cadaver, if you look under the fat tissue of any cadaver, there's a six-pack there. If you take the fat off their legs, there's major quad muscles there. It doesn't matter how much strength training you do or don't do, your muscles are going to be a certain shape no matter what. Those muscles are always going to be there. So you have a six-pack. You may or may not be able to see it, but you have a six-pack. It's all about what you have on top of those layers of muscle. That's what we actually see. And people get really concerned with, well, if I do a lot of heavy arm stuff or leg stuff, I'm going to get these big, huge muscles that's going to be really unattractive and not look feminine or female, and that's just not going to happen. What you need to do is build those muscles enough so that you have that muscle mass, that you're burning fat around the clock to burn the fat off of the muscles. So right now, most of you probably think, oh, I want my arms leaner, I want my legs leaner, I want to see my abs more. You have to burn that fat off, and the only way you can do that is through strength training. And I can tell you right now, for most people, for most women, 10-pound dumbbells are not going to burn that fat off, because what happens is you outgrow 10-pound dumbbells. The first time someone comes into me for a strength training session and I give them 10-pound dumbbells, they're totally overwhelmed by them, and they're like wobbly and shaky, and as we're pressing here, they're like, oh my gosh, I can barely do this. But within a month, 10-pound dumbbells, they're like, woohoo, I can do like 35 reps of this. That is doing them no good if they can do that many reps. You want to be using a weight for any given exercise when it comes to strength training where you can do 10 to 12 reps and no more than 12. If you're doing more than 12 reps, if you can eke out 15, 20 reps of something, then you're not challenging your muscles enough to burn fat in strength training sessions. Now, if you wanted to bulk up, this is really important that you know this. If you wanted to bulk up, if someone came to me and said, what would I need to do as a female if I wanted to bulk up? The first thing you would do is lift so heavy that you could only perform 4 to 8 reps of an exercise. That's really heavy. I would not recommend that for anyone unless they were working with a trainer, because it's so heavy that it's not safe without being spotted. Secondly, you'd have to eat all the time. Every 2 hours or so, massive amounts of protein. I would actually even have you getting up in the middle of the night to have protein. That's how much you would have to eat to get bulky. So you're not going to get bulky by eating or by lifting heavy, because it takes so much work and incredible amounts of strength training in terms of volume, intensity, weight, sessions a week. I mean, women that you would look at and say, oh my gosh, she's really gross and bulky, those women are in the gym strength training 6 days a week, probably an hour or more per session, very, very heavy weights, way more than would ever be safe for you, and they're eating tons of protein around the clock to support that kind of lifting. So you're not going to get bulky by going from 10-pound weights to 15-pound weights, or 15-pound weights to 20-pound weights. That's only going to help you build strength and build lean muscle mass, so that you can burn that fat off of the top of the muscles so that you can actually see the muscles. You don't actually tone muscle when you're lifting with dumbbells or with lifting weights. You actually build muscle mass so that you burn fat off the top of the muscle mass. So you're not actually toning the muscle, you're giving yourself definition, which people call toning, but you're giving yourself definition because you're getting that fat layer off the top. And the combination of that heavy strength training, heavy being an exercise where you can perform 10 to 12 reps with any given weight, combined with high intensity interval training, those are going to be the two things that are going to burn the most fat so that you can actually see your muscle, see your lean muscle, not see big bulky muscle, but see lean muscle. So when you're looking at weight training, challenge yourself with your weight. Of course, always keep it safe. If you haven't been weight training at all, 5, 8, 10-pound dumbbells are a totally appropriate place to start, but know that you're going to outgrow them quickly and be very open to outgrowing things. I get really excited if I outgrow a weight. There's exercises right now where I'm stuck on 35-pound dumbbells and I'm like, oh my gosh, I just want to get to 40. So it should be a big goal of yours, and I'm not worried about bulking up because I know how much protein I would have to eat, and I'm not willing to eat it. I'm not willing to get up in the middle of the night and drink egg whites for this. So don't worry about bulking up. Worry about burning fat, and burning fat can only be done through that strength training, through that high intensity cardio. So if you have any questions on that, let me know at fithealthymoms.com. And Stephanie, thank you for letting me pick on you, and thank you everyone else who answered that question on Facebook and prompted this video. I'll see you soon at fithealthymoms.com.